Hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? Welcome back to your daddy, where you can always come to find a quiet space, a soothing voice, and stories that speak to the heart. I've been away for a bit, but during that time, I've had a lot to reflect on, and I'm ready to dive back in with you. For those of you who have been with me from the start, I've missed you. And for those of you who are just joining, welcome to our little corner of the world where we share moments, stories, and the kind of connection that only grows stronger with time. Here, we'll explore new stories, new thoughts, and as always, keep things slow, deep, and personal. So sit back, relax, and let's take this journey together. It feels good to be back. Now, let's get started. I sit here tonight with the house quiet around me, thinking about how everything has changed. It's strange how life brings people together in ways you never expect. When I married her mother, I didn't know how much this new family would shift something deep inside me. I didn't know how much you would shift something deep inside me. I remember the first time I really noticed you beyond just being her daughter. It wasn't anything grand or dramatic. It was one of those quiet evenings after dinner, the sun setting behind the trees, casting long shadows across the yard. You were sitting at the kitchen table lost in thought, and there was something about the way the light caught your face, the way you seemed so peaceful yet distant, that made me pause. It was in that moment that I realized I saw you differently, not just as the daughter of the woman I loved, but as someone in your own right, someone who captivated me in ways I wasn't prepared for. I didn't understand it at first. It felt complicated, wrong, even, but I couldn't help it. Slowly, without even meaning to, I found myself drawn to you. Your laugh, your quiet moments, the way you move through life with a kind of grace that I can't quite explain. I know it's not something I should talk about, not something I should even acknowledge. But tonight, in the quiet of this house, it feels like something I need to share with you, even if you'll never hear it. Maybe that's what makes it easier. You won't know the way I look at you when you're not looking, or the way my heart beats just a little faster when you're near. I tell myself, it's just admiration, just the bond we've built as a new family. But deep down, I know it's more than that. I care about you in ways that are complicated. I never meant for it to happen, but here we are. And so I sit here, alone with my thoughts, wondering how we got to this point, wondering how much longer I can keep these feelings buried, unspoken. Maybe it's best they stay that way. Maybe this is just a phase, something that will fade with time. But tonight, another day passes. Tonight, it feels real. Another quiet evening, too real, alone with my thoughts. I think back to all those small moments, moments you probably never even noticed. Like when we'd sit together at the dinner table, your eyes drifting away from conversation, lost in your own world. Or the afternoons when I'd find you in the garden, reading quietly under the oak tree, sunlight filtering through the leaves and painting soft patterns on your skin. I wonder if you ever sensed it, the way my eyes would linger a little too long, the way I'd smile when you laughed at something silly. Did you ever catch me stealing glances, trying to understand why I felt this pull towards you? There's a part of me that's scared to acknowledge it, scared of what it means. But there's another part of me that craves these quiet moments, these stolen glances, even if they come with the weight of something unspoken between us. I keep telling myself it's nothing more than admiration, nothing more than the closeness that comes with building a new family. But deep down, I know that's a lie I tell myself to make it easier. The truth is, there's something deeper beneath the surface, something I'm not sure I can keep hiding forever. Do you feel it too? I sometimes wonder. Or am I alone in this? Sometimes, when the house is still and the world feels miles away, I think about what it would be like to speak these thoughts out loud, to tell you how much I care about you, how much you've come to mean to me in ways I never expected. But then the rational part of me kicks in, reminding me of the boundaries we're supposed to keep, reminding me that this can't be anything more than it is. And so I push it all back down. I keep it hidden, buried beneath the day-to-day, beneath the routine of family dinners and quiet conversations. But it's always there, just beneath the surface, waiting for a moment of weakness to break through. There was that one time when I thought I might slip. It was after dinner, not too long ago. You had come home late, your hair slightly damp from the rain, your cheeks flushed from the cold. You looked so beautiful. You smiled at me as you passed by, and in that brief second, I almost said something. I almost let the words slip out, words that would have changed everything. But I didn't. I couldn't. Instead, I smiled back, just like I always do, and watched you walk up the stairs, leaving me alone with the thoughts I've been carrying for too long. Maybe one day I'll have the courage to say what's been on my mind, or maybe it's better if I never do. But for now, I'll keep these feelings to myself. Now, imagine in the quiet moments when it's just me, the house is calm, of what could have been. There's nothing but the soft sound of your breath in the air. You've had a long day. Maybe you're feeling a bit reflective too. And then there's that someone in your life, someone you weren't supposed to think of that way, but somehow you do. You find yourself noticing them more, their smile, the way they carry themselves, the little things that suddenly mean so much more. That's the space I've been in, navigating these unspoken moments, wondering what comes next. I've caught myself stealing glances, feeling that rush of emotions I thought I had under control. But here's the thing. I don't know where this story is headed, and that's where you come in. I want to hear from you. What do you think happens next? What do you think this story is building up to? Do I keep it all inside, or does something deeper surface? Drop your thoughts in the comments or reach out. I'm curious to see what you think, because honestly, I'm right there with you, figuring this out as we go. And there's a lot more to come. And maybe together, we'll uncover what's really behind these moments. Thanks for being here with me. Let's see where this story takes us.